It all comes down to this. After a week of beating off the best Pokemon card players in the world, the V-Star Challenge finally comes to an end. There's just 6 more to go, including the final one from Crown Zenith, plus the 5 promo V-Stars released throughout the entire F-Block. Of course, we resume with Regigigas. If it was as simple as winning, I'd just put a Hero Escape on Reggie, use Charon Scare when necessary, and win through annoyance. While I did do that when building the deck, the V-Star Challenge throws in the wrinkle of me needing to use the V-Star power. And like my ex-wife and her most recent Christmas card, it's super wrinkly. You see, you can't use Reggie's V-Star power unless they have 1 prize card remaining. So none of the games with Reggie will be quick here. And even when that happens, the V-Star power isn't all that great. All it does is discard one of their bench Pokemon. Yeah, used properly, you can make a huge comeback discarding their backup attacker or removing something like Fezandipiti, but it means there's a chance Reggie becomes the worst V-Star ever in this challenge. Then we move to the promos. Chronologically, Leafeon and Glaceon predate Brilliant Stars, making them the first official V-Star cards ever printed. And you probably forgot they existed because they're entirely forgettable. Leafeon's V-Star is a boss's orders, while the attack is a pedestrian 180. Glaceon also does 180 and prevents retreating, which also sucks, but the V-Star power is interesting. It does 220 damage and protects itself from damage and effective attacks the following turn. Used properly, you can prevent them from taking a knockout, or they can just boss around it and ruin your plans. As for the 2 remaining fighting V-Stars, Lucario could be disastrous. It only does 240 against Pokemon V, and since I'm opting for a double turbo build, that gets dropped to 220. However, the V-Star power saves Lucario. It does 70 damage for each energy they have in play. If they have 5 energy attached to their Pokemon, Lucario's one-shotting everybody. Similarly, Kleavor is only playable thanks to the V-Star power. It's always been my dream to pair Cleavage with United Wangs, and this challenge is the perfect excuse to do it. For each Pokemon in your discard pile, Kleavor does 30 damage. Get 11 in the bin, you're one-shotting a Charizard. And finally, coming in the rear, we have Deoxys. Just like Zeraora, it has the added benefit of a VMAX. Unlike Zeraora, the VMAX is useless, featuring a worse attack and almost useless ability. For the V-Star, the attack is a boring 190 for 3 energy that also pings a benched V, which of course no one will have. But with 6 energy attached to both actives, it's dealing 360 damage. As much as I want to leave you in suspense, the V-Star challenge will end with this video. Or will it? My opponent has activated my trap card. I do need to get a couple things here for that trap card to actually work, but they're going to be fine. They took the bait. I'm a master baiter. What are they going to do? I'm going to Fezandipiti into literally everything that I need right now. Doesn't matter what I get, it's going to be what I need. I mean, technically, Morty's Conviction is what I needed. All right, so we're going to Morty's Conviction away the Glass Trumpet. And then we're going to play with our balls a little bit because we enjoy it. And then we're going to go get a dude. I should probably get a Regigigas V. Yeah, we should probably get a Regigigas V. We should probably get a Regigigas V. That's probably the safest bet here. And then, I mean, Relicanth is good. Yeah, we're just gonna get rid of a Glass Trumpet because I believe in the heart of the cards here. Oh, see, I told you, I believe in the heart of the cards, and the heart of the cards believed in me. They think that Hero Escape's gonna save their Gardevoir. Well, I mean, technically it will, but that's fine. That's neither here nor there. And then we go. Okay, we go. Oh crap, they can do 300, can't they? So, hang on. I guess I knock out the Kirlia. We Curse Blast. We knock out the Kirlia. And then I will Jiggle Impact the Drifloon. And then they take their prize. They're on odd prizes. That's exactly what we want. We're going to be 3-3. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to discard. Ooh, hang on. Yes? No. No. Yes? Hang on. Yes? No. No. But what if yes? Did you ever think about that? That's what people don't think about is what if yes? Relicanth. The problem with using Relicanth is that I would confuse myself. So if you whack off when you're angry, you get confused afterwards and it's really not fun. I'm definitely a master at that as well. All right, so I could counter catcher the Lumineon, go down to 2 prizes, but I don't know if that's good. That's the problem. It's like I can use Giga Impact. I mean, I guess Angry Whack technically is the better attack here, because at least if, you know, if they Iono me out of my Switch, then at least I can potentially attack next turn. You know, because if I use Giga Impact, I can't do anything next turn. Hey, Naya, there's no shaming here, okay? This is not... Oh, God. This is not the Pokemon that uses the Gracidea flower. There's no shaman here. I can't remember the name of the movie with shaman in it, though. Okay, what is the name of the shaman movie? Shaman movie... Giratina and the Sky Warrior. I should have said this is not the movie with Giratina and the Sky Warrior. There's no shame in this. I actually have watched a decent amount of Pokemon movies. I haven't watched them all, so I'm definitely a fake fan. But I've watched a decent amount of them. The Giratina one is pretty good. There's also the Darkrai one. Darkrai one, also very good. Obviously, the first one is good. Okay, they're gonna do some balloon therapy. We got this one. Okay. I have to play this very, very smartly because I am a smart person. Okay, and then we switch into the Reggie. So we switch into this guy. And then I don't angrily whack. I hammer them in. So before you whack off angrily, make sure you hammer them in so they can't escape. No, that's Trongirl. No, bad. Okay, so we've already done the thing. Probably should have kept that energy in the deck, but it doesn't matter. And Nicky Nintendo, I only watched Detective Pikachu. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for what you've had to go through. All right, then we're going to go hammer in. I am surprised that PDCGL didn't break when I tried to copy Regigigas V's hammer in with Pokemon League HQ in play. Like, you'd think PDCGL would have broken there, right? You'd think the game would have broken because it would have been like, but you're copying the attack of a basic Pokemon, even though it's an evolution Pokemon, and I'm sorry that the Regigigas was on screen so long. Sometimes I forget that it's on the screen. You know, the problem is, you know, the YouTube audience, you're very intelligent, and you can read, and you know, like, you have object permanence, so you're like a 6-month-old child. The Twitch audience are newborn babies, and they have to be reminded of things. Like, if there's not something directly in front of their face, they think they're alone, and they start crying. So that's why I have to keep the V-Star on screen. And so they constantly have something to keep their attention and they have something to read and they know what's going on. Because otherwise, every 2 minutes, it's, oh, what does this card do? Pilot. Oh, Mr. Pilot, I got my wiener stuck in the electric socket again. What do I do? Okay, so that doesn't happen, but we're going to be fine. And didn't Detective Pikachu have Bill Nye in it? Oh, yeah, he was a great villain. He was the best villain ever. Oh, this is great. They took the bait. Okay, so they take the KO, and then I have to, I still maybe don't have game. No, I don't necessarily win, because I need an energy. No, you don't jinx it. Mods, if I lose this game, ban anybody who jinxed it. Wait, what are they doing? Why are they attacking with Gardevoir? Oh, they think they're smart. They think they're Smartivar. But they're Dumbavoir? They're not Smartivar. No, we got this. Yeah, so we're going to counter catcher. We're going to discard their Gardevoir. I did take a knockout with Regigigas, so as soon as we discard their Gardevoir and we bring up the Kirlia, we win the game, right? Right? Because I did take a knockout with Regigigas much earlier in the game. I'm trusting everyone to say that I'm right. I haven't attacked with anyone else. So yes, we've taken a knockout with Regigigas. We counter catcher the Kirlia. I still need to find an energy, which could be slightly difficult. Nah, we got a Gogeta. We got to annoy the crap out of him. Okay, so, I mean, worst case scenario is that I don't get it like that. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Okay, no, this is fine. This is fine. I think we flipped the script first. I don't know. We need to find an energy. Okay, that's not good. Let's go Ultra Ball away, the Dusknoir and the Terapagos. We need to thin. Okay, we're going to get the Squawkabilly. There's 2 energy in the deck. I need 1 of them. Otherwise, we do lose the game. That's not great. So, I mean, I can always do 50 damage. So I could technically knock out that Drifloon. But if I bring up the Lumineon, how many energy? I mean, yeah, they do have 8 energy accounted for. So yeah, let's go. We're going to counter catcher up the Lumineon. I'm going to trust chat on this one. So YouTube audience, if we lose, it's their fault. We got it. I went, see, and if we win, it's all, oh crap, I have to use Star Guardian. I have to use Star, oh crap, I almost screwed this up. I almost screwed this up so badly. If they had conceded right there, it wouldn't have counted. Oh, that was so close. That was so close. We almost lost it because I forgot to Star Guardian first. And hey, just think about this. Tomorrow, I won't have to do this anymore because the prizes will be automatic. There we go. This card is Regigigas. But when I play it, it's Regigigas. Yeah. I mean, it is Milotic. A lot of times you see Milotic, you're worried like, oh crap, it's a freaking Milotic deck. But we actually kind of have this one if the game doesn't hate my face. As long as I find an energy switch. I think it makes more sense to do it this way. Is there anyone? Oh yeah, it'll protect against sleep. I was like, is there any reason to put Toedscruel into play? And yes, it will protect against the sleep from the Milotic. So they're going to be really Miloticked off here after this. All right, Carmine, I just need an energy switch. There's so many in the deck. I do not need anything more than just a single energy switch, and we will be totally fine. And I will never doubt you ever again. Okay, well, if we don't find an energy switch, then all that has to happen is that I just need to make sure there's an energy so I can draw more cards with Teal Mask Ogerpon. Ah, crap. Well, yeah, I guess you're getting a Hero's Cape, buddy. Yeah, buddy, you're getting a Hero's Cape. And the other cool thing is that if I could have attached an energy to this Leafeon, we're also protected against the effects of Alolan Exeggutor, because prevent all effects of attacks done to your Pokemon that have energy attached. So, of course, we just don't get it like that. But if you look at the oh god. If you look at the Leafeon, 180 takes 30 less, so Leaf Dart's terrible. The V-Star power is, you know, it's just the boss's orders. Like, it has a 2 retreat. Why don't you have a 1 retreat cost? So I wonder if they realize that I'm going to be able to block all of the effects of their attack. So because of Toedscruel, they can't put me to sleep with my Milotic, which is probably part of their strategy. So Hypno Splash, put them to sleep. Very annoying. And then the other thing is that they're going to swing their Sphene. So they're going to unzip and then swing their Mighty Sphene. But they can't do that as long as I put a Grass Energy or I just have no basic Pokemon. So we're kind of... Their deck is like a wall stall counter deck. But I'm countering what they're doing, which is hilarious. But I have to 2-shot everybody. Ooh, we got it. Okay. So let's go... I mean, what am I worried about here? I can play with my Rod. I can put an Ogerpon back into the thing, and then I can Carmine, because I really don't want to Iono them and give them more cards. There's 14 total energy, so there should be 10 energy in the deck. Oh my god, the fact that we almost missed that is insane. Okay. I believe we hit into the Terapagos because they can't knock me out, right? Hang on, how much damage did they do? They did 150, so they're going to do 120, so they can't actually knock me out after Leaf Guard. Obviously, if I gave them Area 0, then they could. But that's okay. And then everyone on my side of the field is protected from a swinging Sphene. I imagine the Exeggutor isn't there to swing the Sphene nearly as much, and it's just there for Tropical Frenzy. Because, you know, the Crown Opal and the Swinging Sphene don't really share energy. One takes fighting, one takes lightning, so they might have like one lightning, one fighting or something. But Tropical Frenzy doesn't do it. This is why I didn't want to Iono them, is because they just accelerate energy into play. Oh god, I should have Iono'd them. I take back everything I said. I should have Iono'd them. Why do they have an energy search, bro? This is not good. Okay, so they have the fighting, they have the lightning. The only good news is that they're not taking a knockout. Right? Because we have 130, they're doing 120. They have sucked a huge butt. They can't swing their Sphene. I will not wake up with a weird bruise on my face tomorrow after they swing their Sphene. Hero's Cape and Math for the win. You know, For the Win wishes he could do math this well. You know, they don't teach math in the UK. They just teach how to complain and not get drenched in the rain. All right, so that's good. I don't know what... Where is the energy? Does this deck not play energy? All right, so I don't think I do anything other than just Gardenia, get 2 energy. We got 1. I'll take it, I guess. Okay, and then we go Bug Catching Set for 2 more energy. What? I feel like this deck doesn't actually play energy, and that's the shock here. All right, so let's go. Leafeon gets an energy. I mean, I can knock out the Terapagos, get a bunch of energy out of play, but like Crown Opal doesn't scare me, right? Leaf Guard is better. Crown Opal doesn't scare me. Swinging Fiend doesn't scare me. Hypno Splash doesn't scare me. It's just going to be who can beat the other person off harder and faster. And they are going to take the first prizes, but I have a better energy acceleration engine. Once, you know, as long as they don't just have a random energy search pro in their hand. As long as they just, you know, as long as I can draw into my energy and they don't draw into their energy search pro, we'll be fine. So of course the opposite of that is happening. And I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to... Why? They don't know. They don't know. Oh, they made a huge oopsie. Oh, they just threw the game. Okay, so we have to use VStar before they concede. We have to use VStar to bring up the Terapagos before they concede, because they don't realize. They don't realize that. Okay, hang on. No concedes. No concedes. No concedes. No concedes. No concedes. You can't concede. You're not allowed to do that. That's against the rules here. We don't allow that. Oh, baby. We got it. So I told you, we are perfectly suited to win this game. They were like, oh, I'm just going to swing my massive Sphene all over your face. No, bro. I told you, I was perfectly prepared. This is why I put the Toad Scroll in the deck. And also, remember, Swinging Sphene only works on basics, so if they'd flipped heads, nothing would happen. If they flipped tails, nothing happened. That is when you get absolutely spanked. You know, you were expecting to slap me with your Sphene. I slapped your Sphene, and it was like a helicopter. You know, I helicoptered your Sphene. Ah, there we go. And that counts because I played so quickly. My fingers are too fast for you. You know, my toes are slippery and my fingers are fast, and my neck is clipping through my turtleneck. All right, we do have a chancey of winning this game. It's very thin, unlike my ex-wife, but we do have a small chance of winning this game. I could de-evolution right now because that would be the smart play, but I'm an idiot. You know, that's the curveball they're not expecting here, is that I'm an idiot. So why would I do that? Oh, we just have a Colress? That's pretty goated. Don't even have to do anything. We just have the Colress. All right, so I think I'd rather play with my balls than eat some Poffins. So we have the Lost Vacuum. That is definitely a get rid of a Sparkling Crystal here. So let's go Lost Vacuum. Oh, hang on. How are my Comfeys doing? Well, I think we're going to have to win without Comfey, and that's actually totally fine. You know, when have you seen someone win a game with a Lost Box deck and they had one Comfey the entire time because they prized half of them? Well, you're about to find out. Okay, so we go Mirage Date. What the hell? Oh, I forgot to use Super Rod. It's like, where's all my energy? Oh, right, because I forgot to use Super Rod. All right, so there we go. We're going to play with our Rod, put all 3 energy back in. The Radiant Greninja isn't really going to come into play here. Right, yes, it's 90, but like, what do I want to do? Knock out that Dracloak? I have de-evolution to annoy the crap out of him. I should probably use de-evolution here, to be completely honest. But I think we just go for Crystal Star, Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Star. I know they're probably going to boss around it. So most likely they're going to boss around the Glaceon. Unless they don't read the V-Star power and they just go autopilot mode. So prevent all damage from and effects of attack. So they can't put damage counters on this. So even if they use Counter Catcher, or if, oh my god, PDCGO, or if they use Boss's Orders or Iron Bundle or whatever, Crystal Star still keeps its effects even if it gets pushed to the bench. Right? During your opponent, prevent all damage from and effects of attacks. Will it change that? I don't know. We'll find out. That's actually an interesting point here. Because, I mean, there's certain things that get removed when you switch to the bench, but maybe not? And yeah, I should have attacked with Radiant Greninja in that situation. I was overthinking. I was like, oh, we don't need to attack with Radiant Greninja. Radiant Greninja is a terrible card. No, I should have attacked with Radiant Greninja. I should have hit the Dragapult in the active. I should have hit the Dracloak on the bench. And then we de-evolution them, but then of course they hit me with the Iono, so it's actually smart that I did it that way. Well, maybe they made an oopsie and they don't have another counter catcher. Because they're playing the Crimson Invasion counter catchers. Like, the one good card from Crimson Invasion was counter catcher. That's how bad of a set it was. Literally only 111 cards. One of the worst sets ever printed. Like, in terms of value, in terms of playability, Crimson Invasion, absolutely atrocious set. Countercatcher was the only good card in the set, and ironically, it was not a good card until it was reprinted in this day. Oh my god, they didn't read. They can't read. Oh, this is great. I love it when my opponent can't read. Oh, this is hilarious. But the game should have said 0, so they made an oopsie. I guess they're out of countercatchers or something. Or they just didn't feel like bossing up my Glaceon V on the bench, which I think is a little weird. Like, you definitely go for the Glaceon on the bench. So, Crystal Star coming up clutch, buying me a turn. Ooh, that Iono should probably be saved for next turn. But I'm taking a knockout here, so that's actually not good. How much energy am I down? I'm only down 1, so like there's 4. There's 5 water, 4 psychic. I think I just Iono. Because remember, that entire Dragapult line is going to the discard pile. I can knock out the Lumineon with the Glaceon if I have a Gust card. Now the question is, do I have a Gust card? I have 2 counter catchers. So as long as, I mean, we know they can't read. So as long as they can't do math, do we win? I'm going to have a de-evolution, so I think we put the Sableye down just to try and scare them a little bit and be like, oh, I got a Sableye, you better watch out. You better knock that dude out. Oh, God, please. I really, you know, the one time I want them to make a change to the visuals, please get rid of that stupid mirror effect. Okay. This is good. We have fulfilled all the requirements of the V-Star challenge except the winning part. Now, they can't knock out a Glaceon. They actually can't knock out anybody. They can't knock out a 2-prizer this turn. They can knock out Sableye and Cramorant, but we kind of have their balls in a Vice Grip, which is, you know, the special move that Mistress Paddlebottom uses on me when I pay extra. But we've got all the things in there. If they get down to 1 prize, we're going to be okay. Didn't Crimson Invasion have Gladion, Lusamine, and Buzzwole GX? Wait, did it have Buzzwole? I just, you know, Buzzwole like supersedes Crimson Invasion in my eyes. Buzzwole GX. Oh my god, you're right, it did have Buzzwole. I mean, Lusamine and Gladion, those don't really count. But yeah, Buzzwole, sorry. Buzzwole, I think because I only used the promo Buzzwole, I never really, you know, put it together with that, is because I liked the promo one. So yeah, sorry. Buzzwole was the best card. Countercatcher was number 2. I take it back. I'm sorry, Buzzwole. Buzzwole GX was a great card. Pair it with Lycanroc GX. Great deck way back in the day. So I think they're realizing that they don't really have a chancey here. Oh, they got the boss's hors d'oeuvres. But the more prizes they take, the better my Ursaluna gets, and the more that my my PP gets bigger. Because the more time you watch this video, the more money I get and the more packs I can open in TCG Pocket. Are they going to go for the Cramorant? Please go for the Cramorant KO. Please knock out my Cramorant. What? Why aren't you knocking out my Cramorant? That's unfortunate. Okay, so what I have to do is we want them to take 3 prizes, right? So we want them to take 3 prizes next turn. So I think what I do is we just attack with the Glaceon. We play with our balls a little bit. Let's get the Comfey out of there. Oh, we need that energy. Uh-oh. No, actually, we don't need that energy. We need a water energy. So I need to play with my rod. So we need super rods and counter catchers. Okay. Well, we don't need the psychic energy. I think the Roxanne is good to have. And then, I mean, Mirage Gate. Mirage Gate is good. De-evolution. I mean, de-evolution kind of wins me the game. But like Mirage Gate also kind of wins me the game. Like so many things kind of win me the game. Okay, shut up. Shut your face. You shut your mouth when you're talking to me. All right, you know what? I'm going to take the energy. I'm going for a potential Ursaluna clutch play here. Okay, so we're going to go... Oh, do I risk putting the Comfey into play? Is there any way they can screw me over if I put the Comfey down? Because like I may need to draw a card. Oh, this is going to be make or break. Okay, so if they do the thing, 200, they're going to take the bait. Okay, I'm a master baiter. They're going to take the bait. I need the Comfey just as a safety precaution. They can't retreat, which I don't think matters in this matchup, but they can't retreat. So that is kind of cool. That is the one thing that Icicle Shot can do, which is, you know, useless. And, I mean, just while they're taking a 5-minute turn, just look at that. Like, remember that the artist put a crease there. Like, that's the crazy thing. Like, I joked that this is the butthole card, but they literally put a crease right there. Like, Pokemon are smooth like a Ken doll, but then the artist was like, nah, we gotta put a crease there. Like, you know, I'm putting my foot down. If this Glaceon doesn't have a crease, I'm not making this card for you, Pokemon Company. And the Pokemon Company was like, well, oh, wait, what? Are they gonna Ursaluna me? What are they doing? Because they can't retreat next turn. That's a very risky play. That is a super duper risky play. I have to keep my Switch. I mean, what's their play for next turn though, right? Because I just bumped the microphone, I'm sorry. Because remember, Icicle Shot prevents them from retreating. I didn't think this card was going to be very good, but we're Crystal Starring. That worked. Icicle Shot has made them, their brain absolutely implode. And Lost City has stopped them from recovering all of their Pokemon. Like, I put 6 cards of theirs in the Lost Zone. That's pretty insane. Like, this was like the perfect game. I'm never playing Lost Zone again because I hate Lost Zone and it just takes forever. Like, if I'm playing Pikachu EX before rotation, it's going to be the Reggie build. It's not going to be the Lost Box build because I just... Look at how long this game is taking, right? Obviously, they've taken 13 minutes. I've taken 9 minutes. Like, it's been 22 minutes of our lives. How many days of our lives have to be used up here? All right, so we just want to go Icicle Shot. They can't retreat. They've already used a Palpad, so I'm not sure what their strategy is. They should have attached to the Pidgeot. Like, they've used a Palpad. Crispin does nothing. They're down a Switch. Like, they have to be pretty low. Hey, we can play Peekaboo. We can play Peekaboo with their hand. Peekaboo. Peekaboo. Okay, I Am Legend, quit being so crass. This is a family-friendly channel. Mods, get I Am Legend out of here for being so weird and just not nice. But it's just like, it's so cool that the BDCGL dev, one of the things they did was like, oh, we're going to have a counter for their hand so you can tell how many cards are in their hand. And it's going to be this really cool feature that other card games don't have. They usually put them on the sideboard. You know, you'll see how many cards are in the hand. There'll be a number on the side. That's bad. We're going to put it straight front and center so you always know. And then, like, they screwed that up, right? That it breaks and it gets underlapped. You know, instead of overlapped, it gets underlapped. They need to play Peekaboo with a card in their hand. It's like how you could take your opponent's prize cards out of their sleeves. So it's just anything they try to do, they screw it up. It's just, that's the hilarious thing. Is like, no matter what they try and do, they screw it up. Oh, man. This was an absolute beatdown. This was a unified beatdown. We all got in a circle and we just beat them off. Oh, God, I hate that so much. You know, type in the comments, do you hate that reflection attack effect as much as I do? Remember that I play this game way too much than a normal human should, which is why I'm a god. I'm literally a god here. I am your god. You know, type in the comments, you are my feet god. But yeah, I play this an ungodly amount, so I see it way too much. I still think it's terrible. Something very interesting has happened. And it did not happen in my pants, which is where interesting things usually happen. So they can't knock me out with Flareon because Flareon sucks. Lucario is also a terrible card in this matchup, but I can hit this Eevee for weakness. So we go Counter Catcher up the Eevee, and then if they can't read, so remember Lucario's V-Star power does 70 times the amount of energy they have attached to them. So I kind of have to hope that they, you know, accelerate energy and do all the things, and, you know, reading is not their strong suit. But I just need to draw some cards. We're going to be okay. We have an experience share, which I guess goes on somebody, because the Ursaluna is like our one win condition here. I kind of backed myself into a corner where the Ursaluna is like our one win condition. But that Ting-Lu can also attack. So I think step one, we use Fighting Knuckle. We hope that they can't read and they don't read Aura Star. Additionally, we kind of have to hope that they don't have a Lost Vacuum in that deck, but there's a lot of things that can go right. Most of the V-Star challenge is just hoping that your opponent can't read, but that's, you know, it's worked so far, right? How many times have I won a game in the challenge where my opponent just can't read? It's way more than you think. Like, if you go on the PDCGL subreddit, literally every day, it's why I don't comment anymore, is because it's just not worth the headache. But I still check on it periodically just to see what's going on. But I've checked the past 3 days. Every single 3 of those days, somebody has asked, why did Dragapult damage my bench Pokemon when I had Manaphy in play? Literally every day. Somebody could have typed in Manaphy in the search bar and found the answer immediately, or gone on Google. You know, it's like, you're on the internet. I guess you know how to read, but it's like, what's the point of typing in the comments about that question when they clearly don't know how to read, right? It's like, that would be the new snarky answer. If you ever want to get super snarky in the comments of that, and it's like a question that gets asked a million times, just be like, I'd answer your question, but clearly you don't know how to read, so there's no point. Because it's like, you just type that in. It's one of my pet peeves. Yeah, the other pet peeve is that Pokemon aren't real and I can't marry a Vaporeon. Okay, that's crap. That's not good. So they're going for an ass landing. Oh, there's no stadium in play. Oh, get absolutely wrecked. All right, we're going to... Oh, everyone press 1 if you want to suck the hugest butt. If you want to just go, you know, look up on... Ooh, energy switch to a Ting-Lu. That sounds pretty juicy. Yeah, but Guardy is just... It's not Vaporeon, right? Guardy just, you know, doesn't have toes. And that's the problem, you know? Vaporeon has so much more to offer. All right, I think we've wrapped this one up. Sometimes I like to wrap it twice just to be safe. But then Tron Girl told me that the second one negates the first one, so I've actually started triple wrapping. All right, let's go. Gutsy Pickaxe. We got another Lake Acuity. Fighting Knuckle. Oh, I almost screwed that one up. That is hilarious. I almost screwed this up because I'm an idiot, but never punished. So because Lake Acuity works on fighting and water and reduces the damage they take by 20, and then they also have a 30 reduction, that's not good, but never punished. Okay, so the Tapu Koko is also weak to fighting. They're just throwing fighting weak Pokemon into play, which is a very bad idea. They are prepping for the Vengeful Shock Paralysis, but this is crazy. I was like, there's no way I finished 6 V-Stars in 3 hours and finished the V-Star challenge before tomorrow's update. I mean, Cleavage is really good to play with, and we're definitely going to win in 1 or 2 because I paired it with United Wangs. Deoxys is definitely the final boss. Deoxys is just not a good card. So their whole strategy is, oh, I'm going to paralyze you. Unfortunately, paralysis without analysis isn't really the best thing in this game. Like, sleep is good. Paralysis can be good, but there's a lot of stipulations for it. Like, if you pair it with Frostlass, it's really good. It's just, I've always been disappointed by paralysis, unless it's Raichu, Shock Lock, and Expanded. Shiny Ray knows what I'm talking about, but they're going to do, what? I'm taking 50 less, so they're doing a whole 70 damage in paralysis. And I'm gonna Aura Star their Flareon. Just don't concede. Just do not concede these nuts in your mouth. Because I have to Aura Star. They are going to be able to paralyze me, but then I think that's just GG because their only real attacker is the Tapu Koko. Oh my god. How am I this good at this game? It makes absolutely no sense. Like, it makes sense that I'm this handsome, but it makes no sense. I can't take it. I was like, I should attach that energy to the Ting-Lu. I can't take any chances that they concede because they know how much better I am than them. And don't you just love how crazy that animation was? Like, you probably missed it because you were too focused on my words, My words just penetrating your ear holes. Ooh, press 1 if you like it when when the words from my mouth just penetrate your ear holes and make them wet. Oh yeah. Okay, so what you probably missed there was the high quality animation of the yellow line going through the VStar marker over there. So you got that yellow line. Like on PDCGO, it was the worst, the dumbest animation where you had a VStar marker on the board and it would have a sound effect where it flipped in the air and it did like a really cool flipping, I mean a really stupid flipping effect, and then it would slam down face down when you used your VStar power. TCG Live improved upon that tenfold. You know, there's Benfolds 5. PDCGL improved on it tenfold, and they put a little yellow line through the VStar to really drive home that you just did your once per game move, and it's really cool. And FM Boss, you haven't been subbed long enough. You know, I'm happy to Cerule edge you until you've been a 12-month sub. All right, so we're just gonna shock lock again. But like, what's your strategy to win this game? Oh, honestly, what's your strategy to win the game, bruv? What's the strategy, bruv? That's my for the win impression. All right, we have an energy. Do we have a switch? Oh, they conceded because they knew I'm amazing. They didn't want to wait. They're like, hey, I gotta help you finish the V-Star challenge. We're 2 away. We're gonna get our hands on some cleavage. We're gonna have some fun. They got the Snorlax slippers, keep those toes nice and toasty. But press 1 if you're excited to see some cleavage. Okay, I think my opponent has lost this game. As for the win would say, they've lost the plot. They get it. They've lost the plot. It's like they're watching. Oh crap! I can't think of a movie with a annoying plot. They're watching the Cloud Atlas, and they've lost the plot. All right, there we go. Didn't hit a single Wang. That's okay. We're going to Pokestop, because Pokestop is never a lie. It's always a good card. Suck the biggest butt in the world. Okay. And then, oh, didn't mean to put that into play. That's okay. That was totally intentional. And then we Flamingo into the Wattrill. We have the Luminous Energy. So as long as they don't concede, we win this game. Right? As long as my opponent does not concede, the game is over. They would have had to take that KO with the Iron Handy. But I think even if they take a KO with Iron Hands on that first turn of my Wattrill, even if they go Iron Hand KO the Wattrill, they would have to be able to gust twice. So they'd have to knock out the Squawkabilly with a gust card, because I would Kleavor their Iron Hands. Kleavor's one, redeeming factor is its V-Star power. Its first attack, one of the worst attacks arguably on like top 5 or bottom 5, like Whimsicott Mawile is worse, but Axe Break is useless against non-V decks. But Rampaging Star is really good, 30 for each Pokemon your discard pile. Pair it with the Wangs. Wangs and Cleavage go together like peanut butter and toast. Press 1 if I'm right. So I just thought it was fun. I've always wanted to do this. I've always had the crazy idea of what if we put Kleavor in United Wings? Obviously a 3-3 line of Kleavor is not the right call. You should absolutely not have a 3-3 line of Kleavor in that deck. It should be like maximum a 1-1. You don't need a 3-3, but I decided, hey, V-Star challenge, perfect opportunity. Like a catcher, it's a prime opportunity. Oh crap, I got the Pikachu. Okay, it's a good thing I didn't mill my boss's. Oh, I'm out of all of my boss's orders. Uh-oh. That's not good, but they'll probably they don't have there's no way they have the energy for the Pikachu, right? Didn't pitchers and catchers have to report spring training like last week? And you want to know what's funny? Max Scherzer, who the Blue Jays are paying 14 or 17 or 16 million dollars this year, he showed up to Blue Jays training camp with an old Texas Rangers duffel bag. So apparently $14 million isn't enough to afford... Okay, to afford one Blue Jays duffel bag. Because he showed up with a Rangers one. And, I gotta tell you, clip this if you think it'll be right. But I can't wait to watch Max Scherzer pitch for the Blue Jays for 5 starts. And then he goes on the mound for his 6th start. It gets to the 3rd inning. He gets an out. And then the second batter of the inning, he throws a pitch that's 5 miles an hour slower than he's used to. It's way outside. He throws another pitch, and then it sails over the backstop. And then he looks down at his arm, and then he takes his glove off. He looks in the dugout, and then that's the end of Scherzer's career. So there you go. I'm calling it right now on Max Scherzer's 6th start as a Blue Jay. He'll blow out his elbow, and then that'll be the end of his career. It'll probably also happen to Justin Verlander because these guys are like 42 years old. And I mean, 42-year-old women, they can, they're great. Repetitive motions for them, easy stuff. But for grown men that age, it just doesn't work out how you want it to. All right, so we're going to beat them off. And then I think I win because everyone on their side of the field is super weak. Yeah, so we go Cleavage. And Clamburglar, you can tell I'm a baseball fan. And I've suffered through things like that way too much because, that's happened way too much. All right, so we got a Earthen Vessel, away the Dartrix. We're going to go get whatever energy is in the deck. Maybe I should have played this slightly differently. Maybe I should have attached the fighting energy, but yeah, let's go. Let's just get everybody in there. And then we get rid of the Murkrow. Okay, so we got a lot of gas in the deck. I don't think we do anything except Rampaging Star for 900 and then hope for the best. So they're going to Magneton next. I mean, assuming they can find a Magneton, they're going to Magneton next turn. And Mad Panda, I mean, I am a super boomer, so yes, I know those days. But we do win the game. I mean, that was just a 900 damage attack. I told you, Cleavage is great when you're playing with your Wang. Wait, oh, there we go. I did 450, 15 discarded Pokemon. It's just such a cool card to have as a backup. It's terrible on its own, and really, realistically, United Wings is the only place it has a place. That made sense. And also, if they don't knock out my Kleavor, they might be in trouble here. So realistically, they have to Magneton, they have to blow me, then Iono, and hope I don't get an energy, which is, I mean, all the energy I have is in my hand. I do play Night Stretcher and stuff, and there is a Fezandipiti, there is a Morty's Conviction. Morty's Conviction would help. There's an Explorer's Guidance, there's Research. And Anti-Snowman. Yeah, the Rays definitely changed the game, but, you can't be mad at people for doing what works. The Jose Bautista Homer will turn 10 years old this year. And that's also when one of my illegitimate children will turn... Well, actually, no. They would have been conceived during the bat flip. So actually, they turn 10 next year. So thank you for reminding me that I don't need to care about their birthday this year. Because who cares about ninth birthdays? Double digits is all that matters. Now, as someone who's as smart as I am, I know for a fact that some Ride-On decks don't actually play Iono. They play Secret Box and 4 Arven, and that's it. Well, yeah, and then, what was that the year where they lost to the Royals? It doesn't matter. They lost back-to-back years in the Championship Series. All right, so did they just Nest Ball for a Lumineon? I mean, I don't think they have game anyways, but did they just Nest Ball for a Lumineon to thin their deck? I guess, to increase the chances of Generator, but they discarded so much energy at the beginning of the game. I don't think they realize that the only way they win is with an Iono. And they got the flip the script. They still have their supporter, and Iono wins, but I don't think you're playing Iono. If you're playing a tournament winning list, yeah, you don't play Iono. They only did 240. We're literally going to win using Axe Break, and that is hilarious. I never thought this would actually be the situation where I win the game with Kleavor's 2 attacks. Oh, and the automatic damage on the Lumineon. I honestly, I can say there's a lot of things I wasn't expecting in this V-Star challenge. Winning with Kleavor VStar's Axe Break and hitting a V Pokemon on the bench was not one of them. We have had so much good luck. This was game number 2 with Kleavor. The first one was Lost Box, and it just went horribly. But we got 900 damage. The fighting weakness, I mean, it didn't really matter. If there wasn't a fighting weakness, we still did 450 with Rampaging Star. And then I just, I retreat the Kleavor because I had the rescue board, and then we just hit into whatever Pokemon with the Ditto. So the weakness didn't even matter, it just made the game more fun. This is a very interesting situation we find ourselves in, is that it seems like they're content on not doing anything this entire game, but I really just want to win here, right? Like, I'm sure they'll counter capture my Badoo and just be the craziest person ever. But I think what I do is I go, Boss's orders the Kirlia, we Psychic Javelin, do 0 damage to any of their benched Vs, because they don't have any benched Vs. And then we just try to win, right? Like, my hope is that they slowly build up their bench. I get a backup Deoxys. And Joker, because I only speak the truth. Okay, they're playing with their secret box. That's okay. But yeah, Joker, I speak the truth. If you think I talked about how bad this game is compared to online, wait until my video on Wednesday where I do that. Because tomorrow's update does add 4 or 5 new features. Could you remind me what they removed from this game if you remember? Everything. The game doesn't have expanded. The game doesn't have expanded trend battles. The game doesn't have GLC. The game doesn't have in-game tournaments. The game doesn't have theme decks. The game doesn't have a collection viewer. The game doesn't have trading. The game doesn't have in-game chat. The game doesn't allow you to, I mean, this is before the update on Tuesday, but the game doesn't allow you to add friends after a battle. The game doesn't allow you to check their deck list after a battle. Mr. Mountain Dew, thank you. I told you that I would turn that emote. Like a frown, I turned it to the side. But yeah, tomorrow's update's going to add a few things that we've been waiting 3 years for. You know, if you were waiting 3 years for PTCGL to be good, keep waiting. It's getting some basic features. All right, so wait, is the Deoxys still on screen? There we go. I'm unfortunately, I'm a very poor YouTuber. I can only afford 2 monitors. I can't afford 3. So, I mean, if you wanted to, like and subscribe, that would be more viewers and I could afford a third monitor. Poor me, only able to afford 2 monitors. Oh dear. All right, so this is fine. I think we win now, right? Press 1 if we win now, because I'm going to knock out their dude. I have Tulip in the deck, so that can get back a bunch of energy. We have the Arven for Earthen Vessel, and I guess counter gain. I don't know. I'm going to be Ionoing next turn. And then I want to get rid of the stupid Deoxys. You're only in the deck because you have to be. And then, I mean, I only need, I need 6 energy on a Deoxys to knock out a Gardevoir, which isn't the craziest thing. Oh, this is going to be hilarious. Okay, so we attach to this guy. We go League HQ. So they're going to need more energy. And then Psychic Javelin. To the YouTube audience at home, my opponent was not here for the first 5 minutes, and because PTCGL is a well-made game, the timer doesn't start counting down until the game officially begins. So if they're not here for the first 5 minutes during setup, that doesn't affect their timer. And that's just another really cool part about PTCGL. But yeah, just if you wanted me to list everything they removed from PTCGO to PTCGL, while also adding, rantness on top of that, we'd be here for 10 hours. And I like how only watch YouTube if there's a TV in your shower. So you can keep watching me and my watch time will go up. Yeah, when a community is buzzing because we're getting back features from the game that they shut down to make room for this new game, it's not great. And also just, the general PTCGL-ness. I take my Bluetooth speaker to the shower. I mean, that's a little weird. That'd be like saying I take my toaster to the shower. But I mean, we all deal with life in different ways. All right, so I didn't care about those Kirlia. I don't remember what's in the list other than this is a Psychic V-Star deck. And with every other Psychic V-Star deck, I just paired it with Xatu, even though technically this is better with Gardevoir because of Star Force. But it's like then you have a 2-prizer that's bad, despite what Jake Gearhart says. Yes, it's fun in certain situations, but it's crap. Okay, that's actually really good because they damaged their Gardevoir, so now I only need 5 energy to knock this dude out. And that could be the double turbo. I do have a double turbo in the deck. But I'm down. Okay. I'm BDCGL. Oh, man. This would be so nice if this was like Twin Leaf. You know, if you hate BDCGL as much as I do, go try Twin Leaf. Go try TCG Masters. To get into the Twin Leaf beta, you have to join the Discord, which is fine. TCG Masters is much more basic, but it's more complete. Twin Leaf is more involved, but it's less complete. And they have everything they need. All right, they're knocking out Badoo. That's fine, because now Counter Catcher will be active. All right, so they're going to knock out my Deoxys. I can knock out their Gardevoir. So I know that I have Unfair Stamp. I mean, there's not much I can do. And you're not a Terra, right? You're not a Terra. Okay, there's Arvin. We're going to check the deck real quick. Just to make sure there's no Counter Catcher or anything. Counter Catcher. Okay, so they made a huge mistake by waking up in the morning. But I do have to... Is there a Fezandipiti? There's no Fezandipiti. That's not great. So what are we gonna do here to win this game? I don't have a way to draw cards. I mean, I guess I can draw cards if I... Okay, so we're gonna get rid of Regigigas and Iono. We're not gonna get anything. I'm going to attach the counter gain. We're gonna draw 3. One of them is going to be an Unfair Stamp. Or the counter... Crap! Okay, I didn't actually want that to be the case. All right, so we're bringing up the Gardevoir. And then we go Arvin. Do I have any recovery? I don't. But we're going to be fine. Because we're going to... Oh, I have to... Oh, we can still do it. I have to draw into both the Double Turbo and the Psychic, though. I just have to draw into the Double Turbo and the Psychic, and we're totally fine. Oh my god! Oh my god, we actually got it. Okay, okay. No, everybody chill. Everybody chill. Just chill out. Everything is cool. Nothing crazy just happened. The craziest thing just happened. Okay, so we're gonna... yeah, we're gonna Star Force. We're gonna knock out the Gardevoir. So they can knock me out, but can I win? That is the question. I have an Iono. I have a Rod that I can play with. Is there any way that I can knock out a guard? I don't think there's any way I can knock out a Gardevoir, though. Right, I can't one-shot a Gardevoir. They don't have any other 2 prizers. They're just going to have to discard some cards. Ooh, they didn't discard any cards. Interesting. Okay, so they got super greedy. I have to Iono them and then just kind of hope, right? Because they don't have a backup attacker. Okay, that's not what we wanted. So let's go Ursaluna, double energy, and then we shall Ultra Ball away the Cleffa and the Xatu. We go get the Ursaluna. I do need an energy in order to attack with the Ursaluna, but since we have 2, we're guaranteed to find it, right? Okay, so there's 2 energy in the deck. I'm going to be able to draw 1 card with Mew. We have a Tulip. It's just... I have to Iono, and I have to knock out the Drifloon. There's no way around that. We got it. We got it. I was never in doubt. Oh, no, the Pokemon League HQ. Remember, I've been screwed by Pokemon League HQ in the past, and I wasn't going to let myself do that again because I'm so smart. Yeah, see? I told you. I'm actually smart. I know you sometimes doubt that, but I'm actually an intelligent person. We got the switch for next turn, so they have to have an absolutely crazy turn right now. Okay, we got... we have, some might say, too many supporters. Okay, here we go. It all comes down to this, and a refinement. Will the V-Star challenge end on a high note, or will we have to go to another game? Oh, God. This is crazy. This is... I mean, this won't be crazy for the YouTube audience because they'll know that, like, oh, the video's ending in 30 seconds, so I know. But let's pretend, like, oh, no, I'm going to play another game. I'm going to play another game, even if we lose this one. Vanilla Scoop, you came at the right time. You always come at the right time. But they can't do anything. We're going to win. We've used our V-Star power. We took a KO. We knocked out the Gardevoir. It was a crazy game. We got this one. They got the Turo scenario. That does nothing. So the only way that they can win... Oh, no. 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 No, not like this. Oh, no. Not like this. Oh, no. They literally every single card they needed, they got. It wasn't just like, oh, you know, they got a research, they got all that. No, literally they got every single card they exactly needed to win the game. And then they just Gardevoir to the Streamtail. They just needed 2 cards. Okay, all right, Mr. Math. Oh, man, we almost had it. They do have to put 3 energy on it, but that doesn't mean anything. I told you at the start of this game, Twitch audience, it's going to be the worst game ever. We're going to lose. But no, YouTube audience, I definitely played another game after this. Something crazy happens and we still win. There's a Manaphy that I remember that I put in the deck and I slap it down. And they're definitely BMing me right now. I don't know why they're BMing me, so we're just going to... Wait, maybe they'll time out. Maybe the V-Star challenge will end in a hilarious fashion and they won't actually be here. And they're BMing me and this is great. Ah, they got it. Okay. So I do have to go to another game. It could have ended so perfectly. It could have ended so beautifully. I don't know why they're BMing me so hard right now, but they are, and they just ripped a huge fart. But that's okay because we're moving on. We got a fan on. We've been wondering this entire time, but we still have no idea what I'm facing right now. And I'm not quite sure how I should approach this game, but I think it involves... I probably should have gotten rid of that Ursaluna, but I guess I used Tulip to get back a whopping 1 psychic energy, and then we just somehow win the game. That seems like a plan. Oh yeah, look at that. That busted Tulip. But because I know math so good, I knew that Star Force knocked them out for just 2 energy, so I knew that just right off my head. And that's how intelligent I am. That's how good I am at playing Deoxys, is that I just know that the way that you win... Okay, we got a Natu, we got a Xatu. PDCGO tried everything to make us lose this game. We got this one. You know, you play the Ursaluna because Deoxys sucks. You play the Mew because Deoxys sucks. You play the Regigigas because Deoxys sucks. I think I only went with 1 double turbo, which is definitely coming back to bite me because I prematurely attached to the Regigigas the double turbo because I kind of wanted to put the pressure on them. And I mean, technically putting the pressure on them did work because they exposed their Teal Mask Ogerpon. And that was good, I guess. I mean, because like, what's their plan now? They probably just have a Terapagos. They got a Pikachu. What are they playing? Okay, so we know they have a Noctowl. Yeah, they're gonna play. Yeah, they got the Air Zero. We know they have a Noctowl. But they can't attack with the Pikachu. It's an energy switch, Teal Mask Ogerpon, fully blinged out, but no gold balls. It's always funny when people have fully blinged out decks, and then it's like, oh yeah, I don't have a gold Ultra Ball, and I don't have gold energies, and I don't have anything else. It's just weird when only some of the deck is fully blinged out. Yeah, so it's a Terra Box deck. But I don't know. I mean, they're facing off against such a good deck in Deoxys. I don't know if they can win. They got Countercatcher and Crispin. But what's their strategy? Just attach an energy to Fan Rotom, knock out my Cleffa, tie us on prizes? But if they do that, I mean, they have no Vs. God, they should have said, you know, why couldn't they just put EX on this card? This card came out like right towards the end of the Sword and Shield era. They could have put EX on this card and future-proofed it. Like, if we have Choice Belt that's going to not rotate, and Choice Belt only boosts damage against V Pokemon, and Choice Belt staying in format next format. Yeah, this deck is missing Lily Clefairy. Oh, yeah. So it's crazy, right? That we're going to have Choice Belt, but you couldn't have put EX on this card. You know, the Spiritomb that shuts off V Pokemon is staying in Standard, and Choice Belt is also staying in Standard. It's kind of crazy. Okay, so they have Ogerpon. I'm doing 190. My Ursaluna can knock out everyone except obviously the Pikachu, but I don't think the Pikachu is going to be much of an issue. Much of a Pikachu? I don't think that's going to be much of a Pikachu. Oh, crap. But you're down your Sparkling Crystal. They're going to need quite a bit. Wait, do they seriously have it? No, because their Sparkling Crystal is down. There's an Ursaluna. Okay, what is the... Your energy switching twice to an I'm so confused. You know, I've been facing off against this deck for like 15 minutes. I still have no idea what's going on. Okay, they counter catcher. You're going to bring up my Ursaluna and hope to stall me for a turn? But then you realize that I actually remember to put switch cards in my deck? And you're like, uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. All right, that's fine. They got the water. Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. So they're going to put 70 on my Ursaluna. They're going to set it up for a KO. That's OKO. Because I can win. You know, we got the Natu off the prizes. I have the switch. So they think they can just slowly beat me off. But I prefer it hard and fast. Okay, here we go. We go Cleffa in the active. Natu down. We go Xatu. I mean, I'm 100% not using de-evolution this game because that allows them to reuse their Noctowl. And there's oh yeah, the goated Deoxys VMAX. Oh man, why don't I play Deoxys? Wait, is this actually a good card in this matchup? Hang on. Hang on, am I saying that this is bad when it's actually good? Wait, is Deoxys VMAX actually going to be useful in this matchup? No, right? No, there's no way. There's no way that's a good card. All right, so let's go and get... I think we get the premature Mew EX. They can knock out my Deoxys, but if they knock out my Deoxys, I can copy Topaz Bolt. And as we all know, if it has Toe in the name, I like it. Oh, I can also knock out the Mew. Oh, they gave me a Mew. Thank you. I thought I was immune to these kinds of mistakes, but I'm actually not. All right, so we burn the Tulip. I think I got this one though, right? So we attach to the Mew. We go restart. All we have to do is knock out a 2-prizer to win the game. I think we got this one. Oh my god, there's no shot. Okay, so they have an Ursaluna, which is bad. But their Ursaluna can't knock out my Deoxys. It can knock out my Mew and my Ursaluna, but they do have to take 3 prizes. They have a very easy KO of a Cleffa with a Fan Rotom. This is actually going to go down to the wire here. A show that I actually have never watched because, you know, Canada, HBO, that whole thing. Not as easy to watch HBO shows in Canada, and I don't want to pay for Crave because Crave is super expensive, and no one in the US knows what I'm talking about here. Feet, that'll get your attention. I'm sorry if my energy is running low. I've been doing the V-Star challenge for 8 days. I just want to get out. Okay, so how do we approach this? And Mr. Mountain Dew, what's going on in the chat? Trust your pilot. Will you mod I Am Legend? He enjoys getting timed out way too much. No, I did mod I Am Legend back in the day. And that was a disaster. And I Am Legend doesn't like responsibility. He likes it when, yeah, sudden VMAX challenge jump scare. Okay, so there's a few things that we can do here. Did they remember to Fezandipiti? Okay, they did Fezandipiti. Okay, so that Pikachu is kind of just stuck there. I don't quite know what I can do. Let's see, right? Let's see what'll happen here. I think we attach 1 to the Ursaluna because there's no reason. Like, I did want to maybe attack with the Natu. Okay, so we're going to try and attack with a Natu. Oh, no, we prized the other Natu, didn't we? Oh my god, this is going to be hilarious. Okay, this is great. We've already fulfilled the rules of the V-Star challenge. My opponent is about to get bodied by a Babadoo. And then we attach the energy to the Mew. Oh, this is great. Oh, your Pikachu EX is so good. What am I going to... Oh, dear me. What am I supposed to do against your Pikachu? Well, I mean, I'm probably out of Gust cards, so that's probably not good, but... maybe something good will happen? Okay, we got to research for next turn. We're going to Badoo your face. Oh, your Pikachu has an ability that doesn't let me knock it out when it has full HP. If only there was a card that did 10 damage and shut off your items and just allows me to win the game. I'd say this would be fitting to win the game with Badoo, but like, how is it fitting that I win with Badoo? It would make more sense if I won with Deoxys. But I just Iono'd them into the one card they need right now. Let me guess, you also have an energy in that hand? Oh, they don't. Okay, they're screwed. They suck a huge butt. Okay, we got an energy. I think we go... I think I give them an ass land. Do I give them an ass landing? Wait, because they can't attack with Ursaluna. So I think what I do is we go into the Mew. If it's not a... Oh, God. Those are all good cards. Oh, no. I can Iono myself to 2. I really don't want to lose that switch, though. Yeah, we're just going to Iono. I mean, I know this might help them out more than anything. Oh my God, we got the counter catcher. Okay, so we want them to take a 2-prize KO, right? So, oh no. Oh, this could get bad. How do I get them to take a 2-prize KO without... Oh, I think I can, oh, okay, I'm gonna pretend like I'm an idiot, okay? I know it's gonna be hard to believe that I'm an idiot, but I'm gonna pretend like I'm an idiot. And that, oh no. Oh, I forgot. Oh, I'm so stupid. Oh, I pulled a pilot. Oh, geez. I can't win now because I forgot that I can't do math and I thought the energy was enough and I was going to try and take a knockout. Oh, no. Please don't knock out my Ursaluna. Don't retreat your Fan Rotom for free and attach an energy. No, you have it. You have it. Don't retreat your Fan Rotom for free and then attach an energy to your Ursaluna and take a KO. Oh no, don't do that. That would lose me the game. I would be so screwed. Oh, come on. Okay, well, I mean, I can't do anything, so come on, I'm trying to bait you. I'm trying to live up to my name as the #1 masturbator in the world. PDC, you know, when you think of me, you think of PDCGL's #1 masturbator. And that's what I am. Just, no, we're not. Are we baiting each other right now? Are we seriously baiting each other at this moment? Like, I can still win if we just go switch bosses or switch something. But I have to pretend like I don't got it like that. Oh my God, they got the Crispin. They're going for it. They're taking the bait. They are absolutely taking the bait, because the reason that I want them to attack with the Ursaluna is because the Ursaluna can't get knocked out by itself. It can't beat itself off, which I did some special training to learn how to do that. But the cool thing is like, oh, I'll attack with the Ursaluna because the Mew can't knock out my Ursaluna. They're waiting to draw Briar. Okay, well, actually, that would have lost me the game, and they would have been masterful at baiting. Wait. Oh no, did I just lose? Oh no, we got the KO on the Pikachu. Oh, that was so close because I forgot that Mew can only copy an attack. Oh, that 10 damage. The Badoo saved us. The V-Star challenge is over, fittingly, with no V-Star on the field because Deoxys is absolute garbage. And I don't know why I put the VMAX in the deck. Oh, we got to resolve that Area 0 first. The VMAX challenge is over. It took 8 days. The stream was literally ending right now. This is perfect timing. It's a new era. What? Ooh, it's real smooth right there. You're like a Ken doll. We won the V-Star challenge. Deoxys was the MVP. That's amazing. We just destroyed everybody. 36 V-Stars, 8 days. Everyone liked and subscribed to this video because it's really cool. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching. And now back to the regularly scheduled complaining about PDCGL.